good morning. So my name is Sylvie Delpech, and I am a CNRS researcher at the Institute of Nuclear Physics in Orsay, in France. And I was in charge of the WP5, which was dedicated to the safety evaluation of the chemical plant. So this work package was divided into 5 tasks, and the four from 1 to 4 was closely connected and with the same objective about the safety evaluation of the chemical plant. The task 5 was dedicated to material issues. In the molten salt fast reactor, the reprocessing is divided in 2 parts: online reprocessing and offline reprocessing. And in the frame of this project, we were focused only on the offline reprocessing. So offline reprocessing means that we are going to do a batch of 40 liters per day of salt, and we are doing to reprocess this batch. So the first step is the fluorination step. And we are doing gaseous element, gaseous species by this step, and these gaseous species will be treated in this box, and we are going to separate fission products and actinides. In the second chemical step, it is the reductive extraction, and the objective of this extraction is to remove minor actinides. The third step is the second reductive extraction with the objective to remove lanthanides, and after the back extraction of lanthanides, we are going to do their precipitation, and then we have oxide precipitation in this box. And we observe that in this chemical plant, we have 2 storage zones, one with the oxide here, the lanthanide oxides, and one here with the fission products, which came from the fluorination. So the objective of this work package was to know the distribution of the radionuclide in all the parts of this chemical plant, in order to have the decay heat in all these parts, and to propose shields for radio protection. How to do that? We have at the beginning we have the inventory of the batch, and we are going to follow each isotope through all these chemical steps. And to do that, we have to know what is the proportion of element of isotope which goes from one box to the other box. And to do that, we have to provide what I called transfer coefficients, which correspond to the proportion of elements which are going from one box to the other box. So the methodology is given here. So the inventory calculation of the batch was done by CNRS in Grenoble. The transfer coefficients, which are mainly data coming from experimental determinations, thermodynamic calculation, and bibliography, these transfer coefficients was provided by GRC and CNRS in Orsay. And finally, all these parameters are introduced in a code which was developed by CEA in order to calculate the radionuclide distribution in the chemical plant. When we know this radionuclide distribution, it was possible to do the calculation of the heat residual and also the criticity, and after to propose a shielding requirement in all the parts of the chemical plant. So the nuclide inventory of the batch is presented here. Lanthanides belongs, the main element belongs to lanthanide families. After we have transition metals and actinides, and also we have to work with all these elements. The transfer coefficients were assessed from experimental, thermodynamic, and bibliographic studies, and for each element, which are given here, we give a transfer coefficient for each steps of the chemical plant. finally, CEA was used its codes to calculate the decay heat in the chemical plant. So after the batch, we have 40 liters of the salt, and the calculations give a decay heat of 180 kilowatt, which is a very high value. And the first question was how that varies with time. And we show here that with time we have a strong decrease after only 1 day. So a strong decrease from 180 kilowatt to 23 kilowatt. So it seems easier to work only with 23 kilowatt. So we have chosen to add in the reprocessing scheme a cooling phase of 1 day in order to decrease this radioactivity. And this decay heat corresponds to the decrease of thorium-233 to protactinium-233. So after 1 day of cooling phase, we can start the processing loop. And by fluorination, we have separated fission products and some actinides. Actinides are put back in the core. And in the storage zone, we have 2.2 kilowatts per day. After the first reductive extraction, we remove minor actinides, which are put back in the core, and we have here 10.2 kilowatts. After the second reductive extraction, we are going to put in the storage zone of oxides, mainly lanthanide oxides, 6.2 kilowatt per day, and we are going to put back in the core about 4 kilowatts. So we can calculate in this storage zone, in the chemical plant, the evolution with time. And that is presented on this slide. So the gamma rate increases strongly in the two storage zones during the first period, and after that tends to a limit. Finally, shieldings were calculated. So on this curve, we have the dose, the equivalent dose as a function of the thickness of concrete or thickness of lead. And here we have the legal limit for temporary workplace, workability of public area. And we observe that here, that was calculated in the place where the activity is higher, so it is during the cooling phase. And we observe that we range the public area. To range the public area limit, we need 350 centimeters of concrete or 55 centimeters of lead. These calculations have been made in all the places of the chemical plant, and that is done and given in the deliverable 5.3. To finish, I want to present just one result about the task 5 about material issues. This task was combined two partners, Sinvestav in Mexico and CNRS in Orsay. The objective was that Sinvestav provides samples of asteroid covered with zirconia layers. And they test in FlyNac in inactive salt in Mexico, and we test these samples in active salt, lithium thorium fluoride in Orsay. So we observe the section of the samples. It's very nice. We have a good adherence of the coating, but we observe that the coating has a lot of porosity, so we can imagine that the salt can go in this porosity and attack the asteroid. And that it was observed experimentally, because we observed both in FlyNac and in the fuel salt dissolution or separation of the layer from asteroid and after an attack of the metals. I want to thank you for your attention.